What's up, y'all? Welcome to Wall Street Road, y'all, where you know what I mean? We judge the situation, not the person. Because a lot of times a person will do things, well, the situation will make a person do some things that they normally wouldn't do. And in this situation, though, it's a little bit more realer where I'm going to judge the person and not the situation. Because, like I was telling y'all before, little Woo Wop, he was part of the crew. So when one ate, we all ate. One went to the store, we gonna ask the fellas, hey, y'all want something? And no matter what it is, because it's a cruise, maybe like a 5 to 7 of us, it's a cruise, you know what I mean? We gonna, hey, bro, give me a soda, give me a bag of chips, you know what I mean? Bro might want a candy bar. A couple people might want ice cream, especially when it's hot. Like when it's hot, we'll go through the week. Everybody, like at a certain part of the day, everybody go to the canteen, whether it's the big one or the little one, and get pints of ice cream for everybody. Like everybody got a day that we're gonna do this. You know what I mean? But on the weekend, it ain't open. But the little canteen used to be open for half a day on the weekend. So, but on Sunday, we couldn't do it because it wasn't open. You know what I mean? Just keep it real. You know what I mean? Ain't no need to add nothing to it, take it nothing away. The stories is the stories. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about this story here. And all the stories I tell you, they are real life stories. Ain't none of them manifested, made up. Ain't no AI wrote them. None of that stuff. But anything about anybody that done been to the penitentiary, they can tell you that you don't need all that. You got enough characters. Man, you got enough characters to fill up all kind of movies. If Hollywood can go inside the penitentiary, and they naturals. These naturals. They ain't got to train them into the role. These some natural characters. See, one thing about the penitentiary that I always tell people, you can come to the penitentiary and make yourself up to be anybody. Like me, to be honest with you, I ain't do a whole lot of talking about me when I was on the yard. I heard another storyteller say this the other day, and it made me think about it. Shout out to Joe T, man. I watch you all the time, man. I love you, cartoon. Y'all probably my favorite too. Y'all be telling some funny stories, man. I ain't lying. Joe T, you's a beast. Them characters, you's a beast, man. See, Donnie, my man, White Boy Rick, he gonna make it live every time. You know what I'm saying? They gonna, man, you's a beast. Shout out to you, man. Keep pushing. And I like the way that you get a positive message inside your thing because penitentiary ain't nowhere for nobody. You know what I mean? So shout out to you, man. To be honest, you ain't cartoon, and all the other storytellers that been in prison, that's telling the stories to deter the youth from following that path. Cause when I get finished telling y'all about little woo wop, I promise you, you will see. I'm talking about real G. I'm talking about straight in your mouth. I'm talking about any yapping, straight in your mouth, off top. Let's get it. And let's get it. And I tell y'all, he ain't win them all, but going straight in your mouth, he doing it. Any everybody. And that's one thing that used to piss us off about him, because he kept us into something. Because he know we gonna ride with him, and he kept us into something. But he was a real G, and he could shoot that ball real good. I'm talking about real good. Had hops out of the world. You know what I'm saying? He had major hops. You know what I mean? To be honest. Major hops. You know what I mean? When you see dudes out there playing ball in the back of the yard or something like that, in them state boots. See, a lot of people ain't told y'all about playing ball in them state boots, see? And there's plenty of storytellers that gonna see this and say, yeah, he ain't lying. You gonna play. You see a lot of people get it in them state boots on that basketball court. I'm talking about they wear them boots like they Jordan. They can get out there and play in them boots like they Jordan. They don't need no J's. You give them a pair of J's, they might jump over the gate. But, cause they getting up so high in them state boots, you won't even believe it. I'm talking about free, straight in the straight boot. Like it's a, but back to little woo wop, right? So, after I tell y'all how we pulled up on Bug, I said it, Flea. After I tell y'all how we pulled up on Flea in the child line, right? So, we asked him, we say, man, like I say, we asked him about the program that he got going on down there. That was a weird program. That was weird. But I seen a lot of stuff. Like Payday Wednesday. We used to get paid every 2 weeks back then. Payday Wednesday, boy, you would see. Payday Wednesday was a day when you seen who was who, what they was about, because ain't nothing gonna shake the penitentiary like money. And so, but on payday wins, like you'll see who was who, what they was about. Like if they was really about their money, like if you playing games, their money gonna put hands on you. You gonna see that. You gonna see people get chased around the yard with 9. But the funniest thing that really shocked me about Payday Wednesday was the man, you gotta be so careful in how you address people of this in today's time. Well, I'm gonna say the boys. Most people that have been watching prison stories, y'all know what people mean when they say boys. You know what I mean? So when the boys on Payday Wednesday, man, you might walk down by the kitchen, like on a little road, like on this yard right here, right? You got the school, and the gym, to the little canteen, and the laundry, and the big canteen, the kitchen, and all that's like connected like this right here. And like, so you got like a little walkway, but you also had like a big area to where like any given time, 25, 30 people just hanging out there in different little cliques, because it was like a big area in front of all these different places that people be going at one time. So it always stayed like real congested up in this area. But on Payday Wednesdays, right there in front of that area, you would have the boys, but they would be dressed up like girls. I'm talking about, y'all ever seen more take a pack of M&Ms or a pack of Skittles and dip them in water and get the color off of them, make them makeup? I ain't joking. Doing the nails with it, I'm talking, this is a sight to see. I'm talking about word life, this is a sight to see. Like, and a lot of this happened to me on my first time, my first bid. So I was kind of like soaking it all in, like, man, it's a whole different world inside of a world. Like, this world in here ain't like that world out there. So, little woo out, right? Cause I'm getting off subject, cause that was like this whole journey, like, to be honest, like that whole little play, like, threw me. The little woo out, right? So I say about 2-3 weeks, maybe a month don't go by. You know, we hearing little whispers, we hearing little this, you know, people coming back. Cause he in a whole different unit from, okay, you had like, in the unit that he was in, to be real, he was the only one that wasn't in the unit really with the rest of us. Like, me, we was roommates. Me and one of the homies, we was roommates. Other little homie was down the hall. Other homie was on the other side of the unit. So that's like 4 of us. Then Woo Wop was down there. We had them Woo Well, they was in there. So it was like, cause that's like 2, 3, and 4. Really ain't nobody in 1 really hang with us. They was like, 1 was like 1 and 4 was both high alpha, but 1 was like high alpha. So, and most people in 1 had L's and crazy numbers and like, for real, like raffle, I mean like Powerball numbers, jersey numbers, like most of them. So, and they was older. Like I said, this was my first time in, so I was 21. And at this time, like all of us like between 21, 22. Like none of us was like that I'm talking about was hanging with us at this time. Like none of us was like that. We all was like 21, 22. So the woo wop, right? Like I say, like a month done went by. Trying to remember it, because I don't want to like skip nothing, because it gets so sick. Straight up, man, it gets so crazy, man, when you sit back and play these movies back in your head that you had to watch be made in front of you. So we hearing stories, and we ain't seeing him, like he ain't coming out hanging with us like he like usually do. Like usually he'll be out hanging with us a lot. He ain't really been coming out a lot. So like me, like 3 of us, like early one morning, I'm talking about like early one morning, like 7:38, we go over to his, but we can't go past this certain line, so we send some people in the unit to get him. So I say about at about 20 minutes was extremely long. Cause usually when you like we send somebody in the unit to get you, you gonna pop out no less than like 5-7 minutes. You gonna pop out, and that's a long time. But it was like 20 minutes. So he pop out. So we like, woo, like what's up, man? Like, come holler at us. Like he was like, nah, man, I'm gonna stay right here. Like he came out and stood like right by the front of the door against the wall, and we at the line. And I mean, it's a line, but if you cross a line, you out of place. You out of place, you know what I'm saying? Good chance you might go lock up, depends on. But a lot of times you gonna lock up, you out of place. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I hear a lot of people tell stories, especially if you done been to the penitentiary, you will know if they telling true stories or not. Like you can tell who lying and who ain't now. I ain't, like me, I ain't gonna call nobody out, but there's one storyteller. I'm like, man, if he in fantasy world. I'm like, man, I don't know where you was at, man. I don't know. Ain't nobody lying there. Like some stuff just be way too far fetched. You know what I'm saying? He be saying that's why I don't really listen to the ones like that. Like I listen to like I say, Joe T. I listen to I listen to OG Percy sometime. I rock with OG Percy. I rock with him, but I think he should come off that young nigga stuff. Like that's all my only thing. But I think he need to be more of a leader with his age than more of a cosign though. Like it's all cool and dandy, but we at the age where we don't need to be no kind of way making them brothers think that it's cool because we know it ain't like me for instance. I guess I ain't bragging nothing, but in my time I ain't never been I definitely ain't never been gay. I definitely ain't never had no allegations on me. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wasn't no pushover. I wasn't no tough guy either. I guess now like I said on my first run, I was kind of wild. Like I was kind of real wild. My second time too, probably. I've been 4 times before I woke up. That's what I'm telling you. You better wake up. And not only have I been 4 times, I've been in some situations that most people be watching movies like the U.S. Marshals coming tracking you down. A lot of people talk, but unless you done had them U.S. Marshals actually track you down and if you done been in some stuff to where you got to be just about 3,000 miles or a lot of miles away from your family because you in some, I don't really be telling my stories because I'm saving it for my book, my movie. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get too deep. That's why a lot of times I don't really get too deep. Because I'm saving it for a bigger project. Like last night, y'all, I was in a movie. And it was cool, super cool seeing myself on that big screen. You know what I'm saying? One of my partners had a movie and he gave me and my daughter a role in it. It was super cool, man. Sit back in the movie theater and watch yourself on the big screen. It was super cool, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's time for me to tell my story because I got a story. Y'all be talking about, man, I hear a lot of people, man, they be talking about these dudes, man, and I be like, man, that's cool, and I ain't knocking nothing they did, but, man, I got a story. Word. Both sides of the gun. I got a story. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's a different thing. But back to Woo Wop. So Woo Wop wouldn't come up there and holler at us, y'all. Woo Wop stayed back. Nah, bro, I ain't coming out, man. I know what y'all want to talk about. This what he was saying. He was like, nah, bro, I ain't coming out. I know what y'all want to talk about. So boom, this on a early Saturday morning. So Sunday, we ain't see him. But we know Monday morning, they got this, how it works. Say they open up for chow. Boom. So everybody go to chow. So you gonna start eating real early in the morning. So everybody gonna go to chow and they gonna come back and people gonna be getting ready to go to work. People gonna be cleaning up their rooms and all that. Then they gonna count. And after that count, and right after that count, what they gonna do is they gonna clear out the unit if you're in a dorm worker, they gonna clean out the whole unit so the dorm workers can clean the dorm. You know what I'm saying? That's how that go. So we knew that he had to come out the dorm because he wasn't no dorm worker. So boom. So he come out the dorm, you know what I'm saying? So we waiting, and we was waiting. Like we was waiting. Like it wasn't, I ain't even gonna fake it. Like we was, like one thing about me, see, I had a saying when I was in the penitentiary. I was like, boy, it's gonna beat you home. Like, yeah, you do something messed up. Like you get pumped. I mean, like you get played or chumped or you go out the other way or anything you do out of the way, it's gonna beat you home. You shouldn't have did it. I ain't holding it back. It's gonna beat you home. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, like I said, I ain't no tough guy, but everybody know I ain't scary either. Like that, I ain't scary by far. Like I ain't no tough guy, and I don't go for tough. But I wasn't scary either, and I didn't like, and I wasn't scary either. Like I say, and I did, and nothing proud about it. But I done been in some joints like, okay, I got a saying, a lot of people gangster in their own backyard, right? What I mean by that is they in their hometown or something like that, then they gangster, they'll do stuff, they gangster. Your boy gangster abroad. That's my old life. And in them times, gangster abroad. Like I got a story about something that one time I was pulled up on the Greyhound. I mean, yeah, it's a crazy story. And had to tell the DA, like, crazy story. But anyway, had to he was like, man, you crazy. I'm gonna say that. That's why I ain't saying it. But y'all remember I spoke on it because I'm gonna double back to it when I it's part of my life, so that's why I ain't saying it because it's part of my life story. But boy, my homie that was with me, he said, boy, you a nut. Boy, he's like, bro. He was like, man, I ain't like, bro, come on, bro. Like, bro, come on, bro. I'm like, bro, man. And I'm telling him, like, bro, when you in it, and it's real. And not so much when you in it, but like when you in that, and if you serious, man, you ain't holding no fear to nobody, man. And but back to Lil Woo-Wop. So I was on this trail. He already knew I was on this trail. He already knew. Once I heard it, I wasn't letting it go. Like people know like me. People that know me, they know I ain't letting it go. So I'm on this trail. So I'm like, bro, man, they saying all type of stuff about you. So he on some stuff like, man, they lying, man. So we like, bro, why you ain't come out the other day then? You know what I'm saying? We like, what's up with that? Why you ain't come out the other day? So he was like, man, cause man, I've been hearing people say, bro, and I was like, just thinking about it, man. I ain't feel like being bothered. And so he telling us this. So we like, bro, we pulled up on Westcom a while back, man, and he was like, bro, anybody that's selling the Westcom for him, they did 25 butt naked push up. And he was like, nah, man, that's a lie. I said, bro, he said it, bro. He said the only person who ain't do it was Twiggy, bro. Like, bro, he told us, bro, like, bro, I ain't did no butt naked push up. I'm like, bro, man, anyway, I'm like, man, they say way worse than that about you and him, bro. They say, like, you be sleeping in the room, like y'all swapping room with your roommate and his roommate, and you staying the night in his room and stuff. And he's like, yeah, bro, but it ain't like that, bro. He put me down with his daughters, and true enough, my man had two super fine daughters that was coming through on the regular to the joint. You know what I'm saying? Twiggy had one. So he was like, he had the other one. So I'm like, bro. So we talking to him. So it's been another real boy. My man, Woo-Wop, he wasn't over the line yet. It had been another real boy that came up and told him walk with him. And he told us, he like, bro, I'm gonna get back with y'all later. Like, bro, I gotta go walk with them and do something. I'm like, what? So we like, yo, he. So we like, yo, he tripping, right? So They bust, they move, they walk, they walk, they walk, they walk, they walk, they walk. By the time they get back from walking, it's like three of them. Like three real in him. You know what I'm saying? And we've been watching him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So they walking. So we pull, we come back like, well, what that's about? Like, nah, nothing, man. I'm just trying to get him to do something. So what we find out is they telling him how to embrace it. They telling him what all they went through when it came out. How to embrace it. They telling him how to train himself so it won't be painful. Man, that right there just messed me up, man. I'm gonna finish up, man. Y'all tap back in, man. I'm gonna finish up, man. Just think about that day, man. That right there, cause it get crazy. Like it's about to get crazy. It's about to start getting real crazy, y'all. Yeah, like for real, man. I can't believe the homie went out like that, man. But I'm gonna get back with y'all, man. Hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm about to turn it all the way back up with these stories. Like, I got a lot of stories and I want to get them out. Plus, I want to catch some followers. You know what I'm saying? So hit the like, hit the subscribe. I want to catch some followers. So when I drop my movie, you know what I'm saying? We still deciding on the title. I'm gonna tell y'all a little. I'm gonna tell y'all like a little trail about me, who I am. Today, I'm a businessman. I own a restaurant, convenience store, working on a beer and tobacco store as we speak. Father, drive trucks in the morning. I try to do a lot because I ain't never going back to the pen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going back that route. That's why I can tell these stories. I ain't going back that route. Ain't nothing in there. And I'm telling the youth, take it from me. Some of the stuff I done seen, think I made it up. From violence to people being less than a man to people being other people women. Like any aspect that you want to see, from staff assaults to staff brutality, from racism towards more whites than blacks than like you got one penitentiary like in society, you just think more white people are racist to blacks than it is some blacks to racist towards white people. But in the penitentiary, it's different. Remember, I heard a black dude tell a white boy, say, "Man, y'all run the outside world. This our world in here." I said, "Boy, he's sick." I said, "He's sick. He claimed the penitentiary as our world." I said, "He's sick." I'm gonna let that soak in. But hit the like, hit subscribe. Look for part 3 of Woo Wop, man. Woo Wop and Flea. What a story, man. Woo Wop and Flea. All right, y'all. I ain't even gonna play Woo Wop and Flea. All right.